Hi you guys, so somehow my brain totally forgot to do an intro for this video, so yeah, this is just me saying like, subscribe, welcome to my channel. My name is Erin. The whole thing I do at the beginning of my videos. Yeah, but I totally forgot to make an intro for this video, so we're just gonna hop right in. Alright you guys, we're hopping right into this cute little Bambi palette, and this is obviously, oh my god, the packaging is just so cute. Like, love it. Bambi was never like one of my favorite Disney movies, but I always did, you know, I liked it. It wasn't anything like that I would rush to watch. You know, I grew up definitely in that era of Disney where like, well, I mean, I was born around the time like a lot of the 90 ones came out, but growing up, those were the ones that we always watched because of my older sisters. They're a bit older than us, so they were, you know, young when those came out, whereas I was like just being born. So like Little Mermaid, Lion King, stuff like that. So anyways, obviously Bambi's a lot older than that, but I think the packaging of this just fits so perfectly, and it's super duper cute. It's smaller than I imagined, but I actually really like this. It's a very cute little mini palette. The color story inside is like very neutral and gold, yellowy leaning. Definitely reminds me a lot of my little trio from Kaja Beauty that has like similar tones inside. So yeah, it definitely reminds me of this. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Urban Decay Naked Honey, just a tiny bit, but very much super condensed. So eyes are already primed. Let's just hop into it. Alright you guys, so we're gonna start off with this shade Little April Shower. It is this very much like neutral bone, maybe not bone color, but like quite a good transition shade. So I'm going to put that into my crease. I'm just going for a very simple look today with this palette. It is a 5-pan, so I feel like it is really perfect for a simple quick look. So again, I'm just dipping into that and going into the pan. Quite a bit of kickback and fallout. I always tap my brush off. That's just something I'd like to do. But I'm just going into the crease and putting that all over. Not super, you know, detailed. I mean, like not super focused in one area, just kind of spreading it out on the crease and further up. Next, I'm going to go into this shade Young Prince. It's like a mustard shade. Dip it into with the same brush, and again, quite a bit of kickback in the pan. Tapping the brush off because it's quite powdery, and I'm going to put that into the crease. Dip it back in to get some more color onto the brush. Really nice color. I really like this color actually, and it built up really nicely. Again, quite powdery though. That is one thing I have to say. These are powdery, and usually Colourpop shadows are a little bit powdery, but I feel like these are very powdery, but still nice color and easy to build up. Very blendable as well. Next, we're going to go in with Kind of Bashful, which is the darker matte shade here in this palette, and I'm going to put that one, still building up the crease area and going over as well a little bit to the outer corner there of the eye, really getting that neutral color set down into where I want it in the crease for this more neutral leaning look. So far the shadows are very pigmented and easy to blend out. I have to say they're very easy to blend out, although quite powdery, but I like them so far. After that, I'm going to go into this darker shade. That shade is called Whitetail. All of the shade names are really cool for this palette. So that darker shade has a bit of shimmer in it, but I'm using it here on the outer corner, again to deepen out the outer corner, give it some more depth to the look, and just give some more dimension to the eye. Alright, next I'm taking this gold in the palette called Feline or Feline. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but it is just a nice gold shimmer and I'm putting it on my finger and just putting it all over the lid. It's a really nice gold shade, actually, quite nice. So I'm just putting that all over with the finger, trying not to get too much fallout from these shimmer shade. Like I said, I noticed that these shadows are a lot more powdery, but so far so good with that. And then I'm just gonna go back over and blend out the edges so that there's no harsh lines or craziness look for the look. Just blend everything together. Same brush here as well. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead and did most of my face, and now I'm going to go into another new product from Colourpop. These are their Cheek Dew Blush Serums. I think these are kind of supposed to be somewhat of a similar ideal to maybe like the Glossier Cloud Paints, or maybe even the Cosmetics blush drop thingies that they have, which I want to try so bad. Quite expensive. They're $25, but I want to try those. But Colourpop came out with these, which I'm super excited to try. So they come in these little squeezy tubes, which is why I said they might be similar to the Glossier Cloud Paints, and they're a serum blush. So it's kind of giving me that vibe of Glossier, you know what I'm saying? And Colourpop has came out with cream blushes before. Obviously, they have the stick blushes, they have other cream blushes, but this I'm excited for. This is a new formula, and I just want to see what it does. So I didn't know what color I wanted to do. I haven't used either one. So this one is a Kiss Kiss, and it's more of that sort of nudie color, which I was thinking might go really nice with this. But then I also got this. Oh, that's so pretty. This one is called Rumors. So, oh, that's pretty. I think I'm still going to go with the more nudie color and see what that does. Hopefully this shows up, but let's just go in with it. So, comes nice and sealed. Awesome. And then I think I'm going to just go in with my finger. So there's the color. Oh, that looks so pretty. Yeah, that's definitely up my alley there, that color. I love colors like that. So I'm just going to take it with my finger, see what we can produce here. Ooh, it's almost like giving me almost giving me like the texture of the flower bombs from Flower Beauty. Now it is quite sheer now that I'm sharing it out. Yeah, it's not showing up as kind of probably blinding you guys. It's not showing up as pigmented as it is when you first squeeze it out. It shears out quite a lot. Finish is beautiful. Let me see if I can build it up. Yeah, you can definitely build it up a bit. Still quite sheer, but you can definitely see the color. Like, I can see it. Hopefully you can see it on camera. I'm gonna build up the other side. It's really pretty. Seems to be working okay with the foundation underneath as well, which I just used the Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation from Maybelline. So that's what I have on today. Let me bring it up a little bit up here. Blend it. And I want to see how it sets down. Is it going to be kind of still sticky like this? I do have somewhere to go, so that's going to be all over the mask. Or will it sort of dry down? We'll see. All right, you guys, that's the serum blush. That's exciting. Like it. I wonder if I should set it. That's a question that needs to be. Let me see. Let me go off camera and see what it does. All right, you guys, it's been about 2 minutes. It's still a bit tacky, or like not tacky, but like I can see some of it coming off. You know, it's not completely dried down. The color's very subtle. I feel like if I use the other color, it would be a little bit more bright. But this one is more of that type of nudie color, you know what I'm saying? So it's not showing up the most on my skin tone. Definitely if you have a lighter skin tone, it might show up a little bit more. But I do think it's really, really pretty. Like, you can still see it. Hopefully you guys can see on camera. I can see it more, I'm thinking, in person than you'll be able to see on camera probably. Or maybe that's not a true statement. I think I am going to set it though. It's just a little bit of another nude powder blush. This is the Satin Touch Essence. which is kind of that same similar vibe. I'm thinking if I set it a little bit, it'll stay longer. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to take just a tiny bit of this blush and just pat over the top. That's so pretty. Even with that powder blush on top, you can still see a glow, which I love. And there, I didn't put a lot on. All right, the other product I want to try, which is, I still think newer to, I think this was like their Lunar New Year. It's called Lantern Fest. I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's a Super Shock highlight, so I wanted to try this one as well. So I bought it when I made this order. Not as new as some of these other products, but really pretty. And I wanted to try their Super Shock shadow. I love their, I mean, I've already tried their Super Shock highlighters, but I wanted to try it in the bigger pan. I'm probably sure there's no difference, but I'm glad I have one of these bigger pans now. I just wanted one. So yes, Lantern Fest. I don't know how this is gonna come off on me. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna just use that as my highlight today. Highlight brush. Oh God. There we go. This is a nice highlight brush from AOA. Just Shop Miss A brand. And I usually put the Super Shock highlighters on with my finger actually, but I'm gonna do it with the brush today. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And I've been wearing a lot of Super Shock highlighters and or cream highlighter for the past few months actually. Picks up. Okay, that's why I usually use this with my finger, the Super Shocks. And I'm just putting that on the top of the cheekbone where the light catches the most. That is really pretty, you guys. I love that highlight. I don't know if it's, I always wonder if the light drowns out a lot of the color, but it's really, really pretty. So there's that. I'm gonna put a little, you can see it on the nose a little bit better. Use a finger. That's, you know, cute. Okay, tone it down though. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go off camera, finish minor little details, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, here I am back with the final look. I went ahead and used Proper Beauty Her Magic lipstick. This shade is really, really pretty. I haven't used my Proper Beauty lipsticks in a minute, but these are one of my favorite formulas that I have in my collection right now. And I haven't tried the new collection they came out with, which was more like reds and I think berries or plums or something like that. But these from the first collection I love a lot. So that's what I have on my lips, and I just, you know, finish off the rest. Let me just go really quickly through the products that we used here today and just tell you my final kind of, well, not final thoughts on them. This is just a first impression, but just tell you what I thought about them just from that first impression. The Bambi palette I liked. I think it blended really beautifully. The colors are nice. It's a nice little neutral look I have here today, and it reminds me of some other palettes that I really, really like. One thing I have to say though, the kickback and fallout on this was insane. There wasn't like a lot of fallout on my face though because I tapped my brush off, but it was like very powdery, like even more than normal for Colourpop. So that was one thing I noticed. Very, very, very powdery. A lot of kickback and messiness in this palette, but blended well, like I said. And I think the overall look here is beautiful. I didn't do anything on the lower lash line because I was like afraid to get my face makeup messed up because I didn't do it before I did my face makeup. So, you know, but it's still really, really cute. The blush I really, really liked. This one in Kiss Kiss. I think it's really pretty. I think the shine it gives the face is really beautiful. The dew it gives on the face is really beautiful, and I definitely want to try the other colors. I have this one I want to try in another video maybe, or you know, just update you guys later in another video. But I do like the way this one looks on the skin. I do say that this color reminds me a lot of the Flower Beauty ones. Like these ones are really nice and I like the way they look on the skin, but the color doesn't show up as much as I would like. This one is a little bit better than this one, but I would like to try some other colors in these because these don't show up that well on my skin tone, and this really reminds me of those. And for sure I think this one will show up a little bit more. And the highlight was really beautiful from the Lunar New Year Colourpop collection. I think it was really nice. It's pretty, it's a nice shine. It's not overly glittery or anything, but the Super Shock highlighters are always usually really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for you in some way. Definitely check out my description box below. I have some information there, how to follow me on social media, as well as how you can support my channel if you would like to. Definitely think about subscribing and liking this video down below. I would really appreciate it. A lot of my viewers are not even subscribed, so I would appreciate it if you are not subscribed and you've came back for more than one video. Think about subscribing, you know, if you would like to, obviously. And I will check you guys out in the next video. Definitely leave in the comments if you've tried this collection, if you like it, or any video suggestions you may have. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. Adios.